Hello everyone, welcome to Horizon Sky Academy. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about master planning of a hotel and resort building. When you talk about a master planning, you need to know that there are multiple layers which are to be kept in mind. While designing a master planning, different agencies come into the role. Civil services, structural services, electrical, plumbing, architectural design, and also interior designing. All the layers come together and then finally a master plan comes out. Today we are going to discuss four major things. First, the master planning and the master layout of the hotel and resort building. Second, building planning. In this, we will cover different areas and amenities which are to be included within the building. Third, area statement. Fourth, the commercial aspect, which is the budget and estimation of the whole project. This shall be further discussed in the video. Let's have a look. Hello everyone. So in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about master planning of hotel and resort project. So over here, as you can see, there is an image of master planning set on a Google map to visualize the aerial view of the plan. As you can see, the land given for the resort is in an uneven format, which is solved by master planning, and it looks symmetrical. This particular thing will be discussed further on in the PPT. Over here, as you can see, there is a garden in the backside of the land, which is designed as the shape of elevation of a building named Burj Al Arab in Dubai. You can see the 3D view from the front road of the hotel and resort. There is a cafeteria designed in front of the resort, which consists of different kiosk restaurants and parking in front. The resort is accessible from the side doors, but this plan has been changed with further alterations in the second proposed plan. You can see that in the upcoming master planning, which is designed with a new format where the addition of land was done. In this slide, you can see another aerial view of the resort. The entrance of the resort is seen on the left side of the image, where you can enter to the resort. And on the right side, there are the kiosk, restaurants, and parking available for the cars. You can see a 3-storied resort building which consists of 67 rooms. In the first phase of the planning done for the hotel and resort, it was to be designed for only ground floor and first floor, and further on, the third and fourth floor were to be added on the second phase. That shall be discussed further on in the master planning. Over here in this view, you can see the back side of the resort, which has swimming pool for the people going to stay in the resort, adjoining the restaurant, which has a rooftop cafe, and the sitting done on the porch for the restaurant. Over here you can see the garden, which is further altered and redesigned for second proposal and given the shape of Burj Al Arab with amphitheater and garden for different type of activities. There are 12 different cottages designed in the backside of the resort, and as you can see in the image, the first floor and second floor has the rooms for people staying there. Over here, there is a small play area designed for the kids, jogging road and cycling track. So here you can see the site plan, which is the master plan of hotel and resort, which are divided into 3 different facilities. The first facility here is the hotel and resort, which has 67 rooms and 12 cottages at the back side of the land. The cottages are adjoined with an amphitheatre and garden to roam around, with a water body to have a fascinating view, and a swimming pool with a porch deck and poolside restaurant for eating. There are multiple different amenities which the people staying there could access, and it would be discussed further on in the PPT. The second part of the master plan is the gala party lawn, which could accommodate nearly 700 people at a time. Different parties, functions could be held over here. There isn't parking allocated to gala party lawn in front of the road. And the third part of the master plan is the highway food mall, which can accommodate nearly 100 people at a time. It is an closed building with a centralized air conditioned system, and there are different restaurant kiosks within the building, and people also from outside could access the highway food mall. So in this slide we have seen the overall master planning of the resort and hotel, and the different amenities consisting in the hotel and resort would be discussed further on. So here in this slide we will discuss about the different amenities of the first part, which is hotel and resort. As you can see on the right hand side plan, there is an guest rooms, a building which has 4 floors with deluxe rooms which are nearly 67 rooms. In part B, at the back side of the land, there are 12 different cottages which are nearly 500 square feet area. The amenities consist of A, which has ground floor, where it consists of reception area, restaurant, coffee shops, banquet hall, mini theatre, conference room and mini banquet area, which can accommodate nearly 100 to 200 people at a time. The different area allocation of each and every amenities are penned down in the Excel sheet on the left hand side. C is the amphitheatre, which is adjoined with a poolside view and a water body. There is a party lawn adjoining the theatre, which is actually a sort of extension for small parties or corporate events which could be held by the people staying there. There are different cottages right beside the amphitheatre and the party lawn. As you can see on the back side, there is swimming pool and kids pool area which are connected to each other, and there is a building just besides the pool which has juice bar and changing room on its ground floor, and the terrace floor has open air restaurant which can accommodate nearly 20 to 32 people at a time. There is also an sitting provided by the restaurant just besides the swimming pool area and has a great view of the pool side and the water body and amphitheatre at the same time. This gives a serene eyesight when you are having pleasure of eating the food just besides the pool. Over here, besides the tennis court, in the E portion, you have spa and therapy center, which is nearly 1200 square feet of area. Just besides that, you can see F and G, which are particularly indoor games and gym and Zumba club on the ground floor. And on the first floor of that building, we have different type of meditation and multi-purpose hall which can accommodate 50 people at a time and has 1600 square feet area. The edge portion just besides the water body is a tennis court where you can play games including tennis, badminton. There is a kids play zone area designed just by the pool side where the children can play on the swings and on the slides, and also has a sandpit area besides it. As discussed earlier, J part is the party lawn area, which is an overall extension for amphitheater and the corporate parties and different type of small events or ceremonies could be held at this place. So after that, as you can see, there is a C-shaped bicycle track moving all around the peripheral edge with trees planted on their sides to have a soothing feeling in the morning while riding a bicycle. That is an 650 running meter track for cycling, and even vehicles could pass by. So over here in this slide, we have seen all different areas and capacity of the designed master plan of hotel and resort. Now, in the next slide, we will study the specific area allocations for the buildings. Here, in this slide, you all can see the area statement of hotel and resort areas. This is part 1 and part 2 is discussed in the upcoming slides. Part 1 consists of different areas and amenities in hotel and resort part. The description of those are given in second column. Third column has the capacity, that is number of persons which could be accommodated in each and every dedicated areas. Then is the quantity, which indicates the number of rooms for each and every described areas. Then in next columns, the area is described per given services. Next column indicates the construction of the following areas done on ground and the ones which are done on the upper floors. The last second column indicates the total area, and the last column pens down the infrastructural area which is designed for hotel and resort master plan. So the first over here, A.1, indicates that there are guest rooms which are 67 in numbers in quantity, and an individual deluxe guest room is 300 square feet area, and out of those 67, total construction done on ground is 4200 square feet area, and the ones done on the upper floors is 16,800 square feet area, which in totals is 21,000 square feet of area. Then in the same building there is reception, restaurant, coffee shop, banquet hall, mini theater, conference hall, and corridor and maintenance space. Corridor and maintenance space is total 30% area of the whole construction done within the building, which is 8,550 square feet, and out of which 1,710 square feet area is on ground and 6,840 square feet of area is on the upper floors. Then is the C, which is amphitheater, which can consist of 50 person at a time. There is one unit of amphitheater which is 1200 square feet of area, and it is considered to be an infrastructural service which is open to the sky, and it is not considered as construction done on ground. There are 12 different cottages, each of 600 square feet area, out of which the construction done on ground is 3600 square feet and the construction done on the upper floor is 3600 square feet, which is a total of 7200 square feet area. Those cottages are G+1 structures. The swimming pool and kids pool area consist of pool, ground floor juice bar and changing rooms, and terrace floor with an open air restaurant. They can consist a total of 52 persons, each of them having one unit. The pool is 1200 square feet of area. The building, which consists of juice bar, change rooms and rooftop air restaurant, in total are 1200 square feet area with 600 square feet of area on ground and 600 square feet of area on the upper floor. Then comes the spa and therapy center, which can accommodate 10 persons at a time, and there is a single unit which is only one room for the center. It is total of 1200 square feet of area on ground. Then comes the game zone and yoga center. The ground floor indoor games consist of 7 different games and one room dedicated for those 7 games, which has 700 square feet of area on ground. The gym and Zumba club facility could accommodate 12 persons at a time, which is 900 square feet of area on ground floor. Next is the meditation hall, which can accommodate 50 persons at a time, and there is only one room which is 1600 square feet of area on the upper floor, which is the first floor. Then comes the tennis court, which is 2000 square feet of area, and that is considered as an infrastructural service, so it is penned down in infra area. Then comes the kids play zone, party lawn, which could accommodate 150 persons, bicycle track, which is 10 feet wide, parking area, which is 10,000 square feet in total, and next is the gala function party lot. So the total construction which is done on ground is nearly 19,000 square feet. The construction done on the upper floors is in total is nearly 31,940 square feet, which makes a total of 51,000 square feet of area, including both ground and upper floors. In the infrastructural area is nearly 46,200 square feet. So over here we have discussed the first part of area statement. The next part will be discussed in the second slide. In this slide, we are discussing about the total campus area statement. As you can see, it is divided into 3 different parts, part A, B and C. This is exactly the same parts which we had discussed in the previous slides for the master planning, where the part A is hotel and resort areas, which has construction on ground floor, that is 1759 square meters, construction on upper floors, which is 2901 square meters. The infrastructure and beautification is 4294 square meters. Part B, which consists of party lawn, which has lawn area, which is 700 square meters, and it is included in infrastructural development. Second is kitchen, which has 70 square meter of area, which is constructed on the ground floor. Toilet block, which has 35 square meter area, which is constructed on ground floor. The paved area, which is considered as an infrastructural development, has 650 square meter of area. Part C, which is food court, consists of food court, which is 250 square meter constructed on ground floor, food court foyer, which is 180 square meter constructed on ground floor, toilet block, which has 30 square meter of area constructed on ground floors, paved area, which is an infrastructural development, a total of 1500 square meter constructed area. This makes the total ground floor constructed area to 2324 square meter. Total constructed area on upper floors is 2900 square meter areas, and the infrastructural development is 7144. Hence, the total plot required to construct all of those areas is 9468 square meters. The total ground coverage, as seen from the above, could be penned down as 2324 square meter, which is 24.5% of the plot area. Total construction done is 5226 square meter, which is 55.2% of a plot. And from this we can derive the FSI, which is 1:2.6. At some places the FSI differs from different type of zones. Some places do allow 1:1 FSI, where the same amount of area could be constructed as the area of the plot. But over here we are designing nearly 0.6% of the total given plot area as constructed area. So here we have seen the total area statement of the plot. We would be discussing the total project cost in the next upcoming slides.
So guys, as you have seen, we have already discussed different type of amenities which are to be included within the planning of a building. Now, further on, we shall discuss the estimate and budgeting of the same. We have already covered area statements and capacity of people for which this whole building is designed. Now we will look onto this two different aspects of estimate and budgeting. First is the agencies of civil, electrical, plumbing, etc. And the second aspect is interior and furniture. Let's have a look on this.
Here you can see a detailed description of total project cost. The client requirement was to design this place in two different phases. So the quantity derived here is also proposing the cost for phase 1 and phase 2, and similarly the amounts which are required for phase 1 and phase 2, and the total amount which would be derived by summing them up. The total cost of the projects are divided into three different parts, where part A is hotel and resort. Over here, A.1, as you can see, pens down the total construction cost of civil, electrical and air conditioning services, and this does not include interior and furniture part. It would be discussed in next upcoming slide in A.2. Over here, the required rooms are 29 plus 38 on ground floor and first floor, which would be having reception area, conference hall, coffee bar, mini banquet, mini theatre, restaurant on ground floor. The first floor would have banquet hall, 10 numbers of rooms. Second floor will have 19 numbers of room. The second phase which is their third floor and fourth floor, would be having 19 number of rooms each. The total quantity for phase 1 is 2400 square meter area. For phase 2 is 1600 square meter area, which makes a total of 4000 square meter of area. The civil cost calculated here is 20,000 rupees per square meter for construction cost, which is nearly same for each and every areas. Second is the cottages, which are 12 cottages, 6 number of G+1, which are to be constructed in phase 2 and has 540 square meter of total areas. Third is indoor games plus gym, which would be having 145 square meter of area, and it would be constructed in phase 1. Next is multi-purpose hall and indoor games plus gym on its first floor, which would be 145 square meter of areas and to be constructed on first floor in first phase. Fifth is the spa area, which would be having 110 square meter of total area. Swimming pool, which is 405 square meter of areas, and the construction cost required for this is 5000 rupees per square meter. Next is poolside juice bar, changing room and filtration room, which would be 48 square meters of total area and to be constructed in phase 1. Next is road and park, which are a total of 2500 square meter areas, and the construction cost for the same is 1900 rupees per square meter area. The construction cost of boundary wall is 3000 rupees running meter, and a total quantity is 500 running meter area. And the extras would be security cabin and infrastructure and a lift. The total cost amount for phase 1 comes down to 6 crore 82 lakhs 35,000 rupees. For the phase 2, the amount comes down to 4 crore 28 lakh rupees, which makes a total of 11 crores 10 lakh rupees nearly. In the second part, we would be discussing about the interior and furniture expenses and part B and C of this phase. Over here, as you can see, A.2 describes the interior and furniture of hotel rooms, which would be required for phase 1 is 2400 square meters, and the cost for construction is 20,000 rupees per square meter. Furniture and interior required for cottages would be 540 square meter areas, and the cost for it is 25,000 rupees per square meter. For indoor games and gym, it would be nearly 145 square meter of area. For spa, the furniture and interior required would be for 110 square meter area. For swimming pool, it is 100 square meter areas, and the construction cost for that is 15,000 rupees per square meter. For poolside restaurant, the construction rate is again 20,000 rupees per square meter. So for phase 1, the total amount for interior and furniture is 5 crore 68 lakh rupees. For phase 2, the amount is nearly 4 crore 55 lakh rupees, and a total amount comes down to 10 crores 23 lakhs 35,000 rupees. Now talking about part B, which is party lawn. which consists of lawn area, kitchen, toilet block, and paved areas with different construction rates of 2000 rupees per square meter for lawn, 20,000 rupees per square meter for kitchen, 8,000 rupees per square meter for toilet block, and 1,000 rupees per square meter for paved block. So, for phase 1, this all is to be constructed in phase 1, and the total amount for their construction is 3 crores 73 lakhs. Now talking about part C, which is food court, and the services and amenities which would be included in that are food court, its foyer, toilet block, paved area, and miscellaneous infrastructural services. A total amount for this comes down to be 6 crores and 46 lakhs rupees. So, the total cost for phase 1 comes down to be 13 crores 52 lakhs, and for phase 2 the total amount for the whole project is 8 crores and 83 lakh rupees. If we consider 5% to be the contingencies, it would be nearly 1 crore 11 lakh rupees. So the total cost for phase 1 is 14 crores and 20 lakhs nearly. For phase 2 it is 9 crores and 27 lakhs, a round off figure, and the total project cost is nearly 23 crore rupees. So till here we have seen the total project cost and area statement for the project. Now in the further upcoming slides we would be discussing about each and every area in detail, their architectural planning and their interior plannings. So, describing about the hotel and resort, first part is hotel building. The hotel building, which is the front building visible from the main road, would be a 4-storied building which has 29 guest rooms on its first floor and second floor, and 38 guest rooms on its third floor and second floor. As the person enters the building, there would be an attractive porch to welcome them. Modern architecture would be seen with great elevation facades, as you can see on the right hand side, the second image, where there would be jarukhas and a huge porch entry. There would be a double-heighted reception welcoming the tourists and their customers. A admin office and cabin is designed on the ground floor, which could accommodate 6 persons. A multipurpose hall is also provided, which can accommodate 500 people at a time. Different amenities such as mini theater, boardroom, mini gathering room, and a 24 hours open coffee shop and library, multi-cuisine restaurant, and banquet hall are some of the amenities which are provided in the planning of hotel building. This gives a lavish experience to their customers, and a 24-hour open coffee shop and library gives access to their customers whenever they want to have a bite. Coming on to the next slide, which is 1.A, a guest room. A total area for a guest room is 300 square feet. This deluxe guest room has different services and amenities, including a LED TV, tea and coffee machines, mini bar, wardrobe, Wi-Fi service, working desk where a person could sit and work, in-room dining area, electronic safe to keep their valuable items, a hair dryer, cupboards to accommodate the luggages. As you can see, the planning of the rooms is done in such a way that there is a passage while for an entrance which could lead to you to the bathroom and an area, a wardrobe where luggages are to be kept. A person when enters the room is free and is not having any sort of luggage in their hand. There is a double bed and a TV unit in front of that bed to enjoy the leisure time. A study table is provided at the corner of the room and a window to have fresh air in the view of outside. There are also chairs and table provided at the end of the room to relax and have a conversation. When you see the whole planning of a floor, here is the lift and service area where a person could travel to different floors. And the rooms are placed symmetrically parallel to each other, and the furniture layouts would be mirroring to those provided in this plan. Now we have seen the planning of a guest room in both interior and architectural aspects. Let's discuss about different another areas in the upcoming slides. Here you can see the master plan and the one area which is shaded in red are the cottages. The cottages are a G+1 structure which has 500 square feet of areas. The facilities to be kept in mind while designing a cottage are LED TV, mini bar, fridge, Wi-Fi, wardrobe, work desk, private veranda, tea and coffee maker machines, in-room dining areas, electronic safe, private garden, and a shower cubicle. Apart from these amenities, different things are to be kept while designing an architectural and interior layout for cottages. These, as you see in the plan, there are 6 different cottages with G+1 structures, each having one different rooms on their ground floor and another rooms on their first floor level. There is a staircase which leads you to the first floor of the cottage, and the planning of interior of the rooms is symmetrical to the ground floors. There is a garden and open balcony, so this is a private balcony where you would be enjoying your tea and coffee in the morning while the cool breeze passes by. There would be lush green gardens, trees, and beautiful colored flowers planted on the sides. While going inside the room, there is a double bed and a TV showcase in front of it as an entertainment area. This TV showcase visually and physically divides the room into 2 parts without a wall. When you enter the room, there is a cupboard besides the door to keep your luggages and refrigerator to store your food. Similarly, the door behind that is for the entrance of bathroom. When you come inside the room, you will feel a private sitting area on the left hand side of the room, which is separated from the bed area through this TV cabinet. A study table is provided on the edge of the room, which is more of a private area to sit and work. You can see the cottage area in the master plan, which is marked in the red color. So, in this slide, we have discussed different type of amenities and facilities which could be designed for cottages. Now, talking about the next amenity which are provided on the ground floor for the main building are reception and restaurant area. As you can see, the reception area has waiting area or joint for the customers and visitors to sit and wait till their services are done. The waiting area would be nearly 2000 square feet along with reception. The reception has a double heighted porch as an entry. As you can see in the image on the top, there would be marble flooring and a lavish entry and a reception desk with wooden textured table, hanging lights and different type of sculptures would give a feeling of huge and magnificent entry to their customers. Just besides the hotel reception, there is a restaurant which is 1500 square feet of area. As you can see in the image, the restaurant would have colored theme of interiors. Different cuisines would be available for their customers, and a customer would feel loved while eating the food, and there would be a gist of nature by the plantations provided in the restaurant. One can access to the top floors to the rooms through the waiting area where there would be lift and staircase for their customers. Moving on to the next slide, here is the coffee shop and mini theater which are on the ground floor. This coffee shop is a 24-hour open area where their customers could visit any time of the day and night. It is a 500 square feet of area which can accommodate 25 people at a time, and the mini theater, which is 500 square feet of area, will accommodate 20 person at a time. In the mini theater, as you can see in the image on the right hand side, it would be an wooden flooring, an area with acoustics, and the movies would be screened for their customers. In the coffee shop, the interior would be done in such a way that there would be wooden floorings and hanging lights which would give a feeling of separated areas, and one can sip their coffee while reading their books. Further discussing on the next amenity provided on the ground floor is a conference room which has 500 square feet of area. This room can accommodate nearly 20 person at a time. Different type of conferences, commercial meetings, corporate events and small meetings for the staff also could be done in this area. There would be a projector, a VCR, centralized AC in this conference room. As you can see in the image, there would be different tables and chairs required along with a closed environment which would be having curtains and wooden interiors. Next are the amenities on the first floor, which would be having banquet halls which is 2500 square feet of area, and just besides that there would be an preparation area. It is a capacity of 125 people at a time. It would be a large area with hanging lights and a wooden flooring. People can hold small events and ceremonies at this place. The ceiling, as shown in the image below, would be having lights which could be operated from a level. Next you can see is the amphitheater, which is open to sky, and people can dance around and sit on the amphitheater enjoying the water body just besides that. As you can see in the bottom, the red marked portion is the place of this amphitheater in the master planning. People could sit and skit, and there could be skit organized over there. There is an adjoining lawn which could be an extension to this amphitheater, and people could enjoy the evenings beneath the open sky. Next is the swimming pool and kids pool area. As you can see in the master plan, this area is designed at the back of the blend to make it a private area. The kids pool would be adjoined with the pool area for adults. The porch besides the pool is a continuation for restaurant area, changing room and juice bar. People can enjoy their drinks and food besides the juice bar and the pool. And there is a rooftop restaurant above the juice bar and changing room. As you can see over here, the marked area in the master plan is juice bar and open air restaurant, which is basically a rooftop restaurant. People can enjoy their food at night on the rooftop restaurant with the lush green gardens and trees besides them. It would be an open to sky restaurant which would give them a feeling to be in the nature. Next is the spa and therapy center, which is nearly 1200 square feet of area. As you can see, it is marked on the master plan. The area is on the back side of the main building. People can enjoy the spa in these closed rooms with an interior of feeling of closeness and the music going around them. Next is the indoor games and gym and Zumba club, which are on the ground floor just besides the spa area. The area has been marked on the site map. As you can see, the indoor games will have 7 different gaming areas and it would be nearly 700 square feet of area. The gym is 900 square feet of area with different equipments for exercising. Next is the meditation and multi-purpose hall area, which is on the first floor and could be accessed through gym and indoor games. This could also have yoga and meditation areas, and it would be overlooking to the lawn and amphitheater in the center and the water bodies to get a feel of nature. The multipurpose hall could have different type of events and seminars inside it. Next is the tennis court just besides the spa and pool. As you can see, it is marked on the plan. People can play games and it would be covered with trees besides it. So people could go and rest and sit on the desk beneath the trees. The kids' play zone area would be consisting of slides, swings, sandpit areas, seesaws, climbing ropes, and kids could enjoy their time and have the leisure and fun around the place. Next is the party lawn and garden. The resort garden will be based on the theme of one of the tallest buildings, which is Burj Al Arab, located in Dubai. The elevation of the building is the inspiration for the planning and designing of the central part, which is the core part of the area. There is a water body adjoined to amphitheater and lawn where people could sit, walk, jog, and hang around with their families and friends. Next is the gala party lawn and event lawn, which is the second part of the master plan. The gala party plot and event lawn is nearly 6,500 square feet of area. It has parking adjoined to it and a kitchen and a washroom. The party lawn will have the capacity to accommodate 700 people at a time. This lawn can be connected with the hotel garden to accommodate higher capacity, so that people living in the resort could also enjoy both of the lawns. The place is marked on the master plan in the right bottom corner. The entry to the party lawn is from the main road and could also be accessed through the resort area. The last part is the highway food mall area. It has 5 different things including food plaza. There are 8 number of food stalls designed in this building It is a covered central air conditioned food court, so people can enter the building, and it has a closed loop. 100 people combined seating capacity is provided inside the area, and it also has shopping and car spa shops on the right hand side corner of the plot. There is an entry point and an exit point to the food court, along with the parking in the front side of the road. This could be accessed by the people staying in the resort and also by the people who are visiting the places nearby. The same could be seen in the master plan in the red color, which is in the right handmost corner.
Hokidemi, shaping professionals for a better future. Hokidemi is aiming to be the world's largest learning platform for engineers and architects. Hokidemi will help you to develop your skills in project design and management, to become team leaders and project managers in mega structure projects. Hokidemi provides learning by high-quality video lectures in all sectors like power, industrial, commercial, institutional, residential, etc., based on 1,000 plus real projects done by our group on Hokidemi.com. To study in detail with books, drawings, articles, and catalogs, visit Hokicart.com. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel to stay updated on our latest contents.